What is up, everybody? What's good? It's your boy King Shrats here, about to put together a meal for you guys. We're gonna do some cooking, and I decided to put together something that I saw on Instagram from one of my good friends, owns a pizzeria, goes by Russo's House of Pizza. He had a sandwich that was called the Sloppy Giuseppe. Now, what a Sloppy Giuseppe is basically an Italian version of a Sloppy Joe. With me, I'm a huge fan of Sloppy Joes, and I love Italian food, so I figured I would put my own spin on it, see what we can do with it. Now, if you aren't aware how I eat, you can check out the link that'll be in the description in this caption, but I do eat one meal a day, and I try to make things as macro-friendly as possible. I work very long hours, so in this case, I am not the type of person that's going to spend a lot of time making food so that I can do something very, very quick. But I try to take as many shortcuts as possible. Therefore, without further ado, let's get into it. First things first, I bought some pre-chopped peppers, onions, stir-fry basically. We chopped that up a little bit more, diced it up, let that sweat in the pan. We're gonna take this out, put it out, and put it in a new container. All right, as you can see, my pan is screaming right now, so all we're gonna do, we got a pound of ground beef, we're just gonna add real quick to that, just like so. Once that's about brown, all we're gonna do is we're gonna add 1 tablespoon of chopped garlic. I am a huge, huge fan of garlic, if you don't know. Now this right here is basically just a blend of salt, red pepper, hot red pepper, of course, because I like it a little spicy. You don't have to make it spicy. If you don't, you can just add salt and pepper, but it also has pepper and a couple of other little spices. I just like to use a shortcut. You don't want to overdo this if you don't like hot food because it will burn you, but I do, so we're going to. All right, mix that bad boy up. Okay, ready for the next ingredients. Hold please. Tomatoes marinated with garlic and onion. You can't tell I really like garlic. It's not a good look, is it? Don't kiss me. And whole tomatoes, same marinade. I like to use these because I like to have a little bit of texture difference in my tomatoes. Obviously, you can dice them up if you want to, but I actually like the taste of tomatoes, and I like to have the big rustic kind of deal in it. Mix those bad boys up. All right, those peppers we had before, just gonna add those right back in. At least this is San Marzano Fra Diavolo. Again, I like spicy stuff. You can use regular stuff if you want to, but whole thing's going in. Whole thing. Might leave a little bit on the side for dip, which I like. All right. Once this is all in, we're going to stir this bad boy up. Let that simmer for about 15 to 20 minutes on low. You can even make this earlier and just use it the next day. And before we let this simmer, we're just going to add 1 tablespoon, if I can get it off, of tomato paste. Okay. I'm going to stir that in. It'll thicken up the sauce so it holds better on the sandwich. If you don't put tomato paste on here, you're going to end up with a soggy sandwich, and that is not something that I'm looking forward to. That's it. Medium-low heat. Let that simmer. And in the meantime, got to get our bread ready and our cheese ready to make this nice sandwich. All right, what I got here is 15 potato rolls. All I did was cut the top so that they're easier to assemble. So they're all cut, but they're still in one piece. Once these go in the oven, 400 degrees for about 10 to 15 minutes till they're golden brown. You can use an egg wash. Some people like to cut calories, so they use baking spray. I don't use anything because I think potato rolls keep better when I don't add anything to them. But if you've got worse bread, by all means. All right, these have been in here for about 12 minutes, and for me, I like mine at the consistency where you can just get a little bit of bite to it. You can see it's got a nice little crunch, but it's not too much. Potato rolls, you don't want to overcook. I like them just slightly, so we're gonna take these bad boys out a little bit before. Like I said, 10 to 15 minutes. Personally, for me, I guess it's 12. We out. All right, so you can see we removed our bun tops, so now we just got our bottoms, real easy. Pan over here, that's our finished product. Okay, so you can see it's nice and thick. It won't come off the spoon that hard. That's what we're looking for. So now we're just gonna take these, bring this over, okay? Add it little by little. You don't want to overdo these because they'll fall apart, but you want to add as much as possible. Let's lie. I'm gonna add all of it. All right, so let's get this on here. We got these all loaded up. The next step is most important for me. Very important. I've got some ricotta cheese here, okay? Ricotta, ricotta, however you want to call it. Okay, this is actually fat-free. You can use full fat if you want to, but like I said, the calories matter. All we're gonna do is start adding it clump by clump. All right, once the cheese is on there, we're gonna put our buns back on, okay? And we're gonna throw this back in the oven just for another 2 to 3 minutes just to get the cheese just a little melty. That's personal preference is how I like it. All right, so those are back out of the oven. Not too melted, just enough so they got a nice consistency to them. Cut them up, transfer them over to our serving dish, and away we go. There it is, little sloppy Giuseppe action. Italian sloppy joes. Got 15 of them. Looking real, real good right about now. What we saying? Man, I can't wait. Time to go eat these. Let's get it. So what we saying? This looks like it's gonna be a good one right here. It's creamy, spicy, Obviously, it's very, very meaty. Is that a word? It's good. We don't use it today. See how it's going with the sauce, though. I know y'all want to bite. I do. Try these. I can't even say enough about them. I definitely am a big fan of these. Try it out. Let me know what you think. But it's been real. I'm out.